Oh, come on in. We'll get started in a minute. Just give me a minute. Okay. Just come on, sit, take a seat. Get started in a minute. What is a Drexel? Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Hello, all. Welcome to the stream. It's Thursday, November 18th, 7:42 p.m. I am Paul Mosi Hanton, and we are going to do some Zelda photography today. Collage that our grandfather went to college. Drexel. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I said it. No, I was quoting True Romance. I was quoting True Romance. That was my Halloween costume, and I hadn't seen it until recently, and I did see it, and now I've seen it, and I like it. I love it. Great movie. And what's his damn name? Why can't I think of a guy named Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? Yeah, repped. Gary Oldman plays Drexel. Drexel is the character that he plays. Drug dealing pimp. Dude, that would make an amazing Halloween costume, actually. I think I saw, doing research trying to find the costume for myself, I definitely saw some Drexel costumes out there. They're pretty cool. There's pretty cool stuff I saw people doing. It's a lot of makeup work, though. And then I realized that the DJ from Zoolander, played by it's Justin Theroux, right? He looks like Drexel. Guy looked like, I mean, it's like a straight up, it's like a Drexel ripoff DJ guy. I also was blown away when I learned that was Justin Theroux, under their very prolific filmmaker, actor, person that he is. Anyway, I hope you guys like that movie because it's pretty freaking sweet. But it's Thursday. It's Triforce Thursday, so we're gonna do some more photography here in Zelda. If you have not seen our Zelda series, we just go around taking cool photos of the enemies and the architecture and the landscapes of this game. This game's absolutely beautiful. It's a great game to do photography in. I've been pretty happy with what we've got in the past, which if you do want to watch any of the previous episodes, check them out on the YouTube. Good way to keep up to date on the stream things that you've missed on the YouTube. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good night. Hope everyone's had a good week. Hope you're ready for the weekend. We're gonna kick off the weekend tomorrow, which we will be doing some photography Friday in Fallout tomorrow as well. And if you haven't been having a good week, don't worry about it, because you got one more day ish, and then it's like the weekend. So just push on, keep on keeping on. We're gonna get into the weekend, and I hope you're ready for the weekend. Hope you're ready to have some fun, at least on Photography Friday for tomorrow. I know I am. But yeah, we're gonna go around. We're gonna shoot some fun stuff in Zelda. We're gonna try to maybe get an NPC flying. We did determine that's possible. We haven't gotten a good example of it. I think I have one saved, which we'll go over. The first thing we're going to do is do a review of some of the stuff we shot last time, and delete what images we do not want to keep, the non-keepers. And unfortunately, just like Fallout, this game does have a very limited amount of space on the camera roll. At least I think it's a very limited amount. It's 48 exposures in this game versus 50 in Fallout. But we want to save a lot of these. It'd be cool if we could use these as screensavers like in Fallout. That's a really cool feature of the photographic function in Fallout, is that you take the pictures and they end up as the load screens, which is kind of cool. And then you can use it as your profile picture for the in-game profile pic. Any of the photos you take, you can set as your profile picture, or at least I think some of them, at least. Maybe you have to be in there. I don't know. But there's some functionality to the images you take, at least some other functionality that's useful for having the pictures. I just think it's kind of cool to have those pop up as load screens. And we've been requesting from my boy Todd, the big man upstairs, Todd Howard, we do want a way to display our photos in Fallout, you understand? Although maybe he's got some pull over at Nintendo too, who knows? But we want a way to display the images in a frame at our camp in Fallout, in our base that we've built. You can put up picture frames already, so it doesn't seem like that far of a stretch, in my opinion, to just be able to load your image on that picture frame. But I don't know anything about programming, so that probably is like an extremely labor-intensive thing to set up. And who would want that? Who would? I'm a small market. Your boy Paul here is a very small market. So it's probably not financially viable, economically viable to do that. Maybe, I don't know. Or at least, I don't know, some cool stuff. I'd love to sell. I will eventually. I do hope to print some of the stuff we shoot in these game series photography game series that we do. And in Fallout, it's great because you can get a nice, clean frame, full frame display, full screen display of your images you're taking, and I can download those and get at least a decent quality recording of the still that we took. But it's only 1080. Fallout's only 1080. I think in Zelda, I'm pretty sure this is only 1080 as well. So they're not the highest resolution things in the world, but I'd only print them like little trading cards. I like the idea of trading card sets. So maybe that will be what we do. And I could probably do that for this game too. They'd have to be very small. This is even worse though, because as you'll see, let's actually just jump in and I'll chat while we have something fun to look at on here. Chat with yous. Chat with y'all. So I love it when I look at my computer monitor instead of my actual gaming monitor. It's like, why does this feel weird? It's like I'm playing out of the Streamlabs screen. It's very silly to do that. One time I complained about there being some delay between the input delay between me and the screen I was looking at. And I was like, why is that? And then I felt really silly because it was like, you're not using the screen, you're using the monitor. You're monitoring out of Streamlabs, which there is definitely a delay on there. But anyway, oh God, every time I bump the mic, I'm afraid it's going to sound like the harshest thing in the world, which I just did. So hopefully it wasn't too bad. Anyway, okay. So what I was explaining is I cannot display. Look how small this image is right here. This is as big as I can get it to be. And this is the cleanest I can get it to be. And it's terrible. Because even like the corners are slightly sliced off. Like slightly by those like pulsing arrows that are coming out of the Triforce symbols that revolve around the frame there on the very corners. And so that's silly. There's text all over this frame. Like this probably wouldn't be that offensive if the all those arrows weren't there. There wasn't like the back delete button on there. Hyrule Castle Town Ruins. I guess I don't mind that since that's kind of a at least something to do with the image that would make sense to have printed at, like, it's kind of a built-in caption. But if I did this, what I'd have to do is record the screen during the gameplay. There's these weird distortion lines that you see also going up and down the screen constantly because we're looking at the Sheikah slate. I could record this and then take the slices out of those gaps between those distorted areas. There's always distortion though. It's like even when it looks like it's very faint, there are still those lines between those weird matrix lines that are going on, matrix thing that you have here. So I would have to make it the easiest is just record it and then crop into that little square rectangle. But then that's going to be, I mean, that's like half, that's probably, it looks like more than half the resolution just gone. And there's still going to be distortion. So it's kind of silly. It's kind of silly, but whatever. Oh man, I love some of these shots we've got. Okay, let's go back. So these are from the earliest streams we did. This is our first keeper that we have from our first ever stream, and we're just learning what we could do with this game, with this type of photography. I actually really love that shot. Probably always going to keep it. Good talking point, as it is the first shot we got that was a keeper. I like that. And then the same first day, we did a little photo shoot at Temple of Time up there on the Great Plateau. I love this shot. Love that shot. We shot the Colosseum ruins, another Lynel in there. Very difficult enemies, very fun to fight and get a good photo of. Love this. This is probably the get of the Colosseum ruins shoot. Really love this shot. And then there's a wider version. I'll probably get rid of the wide version at some point once I get tired of looking at it. I like this shot, the top of the Colosseum ruins. Then we got a nice, beautiful shot of a star fragment falling in this adventure. It looks like this adventure is going towards it, but they're just NPC walking their normal route or whatever, but absolutely gorgeous. We did the Hateno Fort Hateno a little bit. Love this shot of the guy going out of the portcullis, going under the portcullis through the gate there. Got some lightning storms. These are really fun to shoot when the lightning storms pop up. And my buddy Gary had mentioned that it sounds like a good idea. If we want to get lightning in a specific spot, we can drop one of our metal items, because all the metal items in the game become conduits for the lightning, and it always gets struck by lightning eventually. It's a part of the challenge of the weather system in this game is you can't be using your metal items during these thunderstorms. Pretty cool. Then we shot this Proxim Bridge a little bit. Some of these ruins. Where were these ruins? These were right next to Proxim Bridge. It's actually kind of fun to try to remember the names. Yeah, we were here up Proxim Bridge, and then we did East Post. That's all right. We shot those East Post ruins. Is this little shot with a little bit of the castle on the left flank and the Death Mountain on the right, top right corner there. Perfect. Love that shot of the ruins. Another cool star fragment. These are just rare instances where these special items drop from the sky. They're called star fragments, and then they produce this beautiful, very prominent trail of light down to where they land, and then you can go adventure and pick them up. But there's a limited time, because as soon as daylight pops up, which I think we determined is like 5 a.m., the light goes away. So you have a very short amount of time to actually get a good frame with that beam of light in it. I do like the way it looks, though. It looks really cool. Second shot of that. I'll probably delete one of these eventually, too. Then we shot the Labyrinth. What's that called? This is, again, where I'm going to challenge myself to be very good with these names at some point. Loma. L and L, dude. Loma Labyrinth. So that's the Loma Labyrinth Island that we shot during another little thunderstorms. Very very interesting shot. It's a hard subject to shoot because you really want that top-down perspective for those to see the labyrinth itself. But there's not much to compose along with it, and the composition gets weird. I don't want to be fully tilted down and have those lines converge too much. It'll look kind of silly. I'll probably go back and shoot that again at some point, tell you what. And then we jumped in the last time. This is where we were at the last time we were streaming Zelda. We jumped in, and like immediately there was a blood moon, which again is a kind of a rare event that takes place periodically throughout your playthrough. I think it's like once a week in the game, once a week cycle, or maybe twice, once every 2 weeks or something like that. Anyway, we've got the blood moon sitting here in front of the Akalai Research Center. Let's memorize these names, dude. Let's start to memorize these names. I'm going to try. Might not work. Akalai Ancient Tech Lab. AATL. Akalai, Akale, Ancient Tech Lab. Yeah, we were there just after we had shot the labyrinth. That's just where we ended that last stream, and then we popped up, and the blood moon was like right there, ready to go. So we definitely took advantage of that rare opportunity. And it was this is a very fitting image, a very fitting structure to have composed with the blood moon, in my opinion, because it's a telescope, dude. They're just checking out stuff far away with their little telescope thingy. And this was the peak of the blood moon. I do really wish I had shot this just like 1 second later, like a split second later. Those clouds move really fast when they get red like that. And I was trying to get a good shot of the moon right between that break in the clouds, so it was composed in front of a lighter backdrop. Because right now it's just getting kind of eating into the clouds, and it doesn't look as good as I think it could. And there goes my. I don't know why. Why does that happen? I don't know. That happens with my. This happens with my Twitch. It just like it has something to do with the capture card. I guarantee you that. No idea why. Or maybe it's my HDMI cable is a piece of crap. I don't know. But anyway, my screen blacks out like that. Like happens like once per stream when we're doing these with Zelda and the Switch. I don't know. And then the blood moon went away. We got this beautiful shot again of the research center showing with the moon, kind of looking at the moon there. Pretty cool. I don't know how many of these I'm going to keep. I feel like we can get a shot with the moon in there at this spot. Although it is a full moon too, because I believe there are phases. I should check that. Yeah, we're really utilizing this full moon. Got this beautiful shot looking up the hill towards Death Mountain with the moon just chilling right there, just about to go down. This is just before it went down. I got to choose between one of these three, though. I'm going to try to, because of our limited space, I'm probably going to try to be vicious about deleting a lot of these, but we'll see. This is just a beautiful shot, Death Mountain, with that ancient furnace or whatever, the blue flame furnace, kind of near the Akala Research Center. Again, with we have not always caught our eye on those V-shaped birds in the sky. But when I do try to keep them to fit the composition as well as possible. In this case, we did wait for them to reach a decent point in the sky. It's a good shot. I'll probably delete that one. We went to Hyrule Castle and did some beautiful shots of Hyrule Castle during a thunderstorm. Really wish I could have said this was for Halloween, but this is after Halloween. We did our creepy photo shoot before this, but that's fine. It ended up really creepy. Definitely shoot. I will 100% be shooting Hyrule Castle again because I love castles. I love photographing castles, so we going to do that. And then we came over and shot these guardians. I got this beautiful shot of the guardian with a rainbow just hovering overhead. I think I was trying to get a better shot of the rainbow. We never ended up getting a better one than this. it's got some pretty sloppy composition. I will delete that. Actually, dude, I can just tell you right now. Let's just delete that one. I know I'm gonna want that one gone. So let's just get rid of them. And then here was our get from our battle with the Guardian, because we found this. We had this shot in mind. Castle looking through the broken wall. When we were set upon by this Guardian, and then we were like, shit, let's use that composition that we visualized. No pre-visualization, you understand? You only visualize. This is an Ansel Adams thing. I won't get into that. Anyway, so we had that picture in mind, and then this guy came over and attacked us, and we used that reference of frame that we had, and we added this element to it and really made it. This is a really sweet shot, in my opinion. A little bit. I do wish the Guardian, the thing about to shoot me with a gnarly laser beam, explosive laser beam, I wish they were composed just a little bit further to the right side of the frame. There's just a lot of nothingness on the right side of the frame there that's not necessary. And I would have rather had more of that broken wall visible. It's kind of getting eaten into by the Guardian itself. Either way, keeping this shot for sure. Definitely our best Guardian shot so far. And then we just did the shot of the wall itself with the broken portion, revealing Hyrule Castle behind it. This shot's okay. I think the weather could have been better here. Lighting could have been better. Composition is kind of we think we shot that one for fun since we had already gotten it. Here's a cool frame within a frame with the Hyrule Castle being framed within those gates. Not crazy about this picture, so let's delete that one. Cool shot with Hyrule Castle and the moon again, with Death Mountain chilling. Shot's okay. Shot's okay. I guess I'll delete in a minute. This shot's all right. Same thing, a little bit of a different composition. I'm not crazy about those red lines that are going through, but you can't do anything about them. So what are you going to do? Part of the game. Another cool shot. Similar shot to what we already had with the broken wall and the castle being framed within that broken wall, but we got the moon in this second shot, which is pretty cool in my opinion. There's some creepy ruins looking thing. So this shot's that's a throwaway though. And we shot this Hyrule Compendium, come to my aid. Stalmoblin. The Stalmoblins. Good. Try to remember that name. You're right. Got this guy just about to pounce on me. These didn't really come out. It's okay. I wanted to see the castle in the background. I think I like that second one better. So we'll keep this one. It's kind of a cool action shot. This guy's about to blast me. About to blast me in the ass. Delete that one. There's some shot of those herons chilling in front of Death Mountain. Here, okay. Like I said, we have gotten some NPCs in flight. This is one. It's not very good because we haven't gotten a good one yet. What's up, Gary? But we're working on it. We want to get more of these type of shots if we can. We're gonna play around with that. This game is not good for NPCs in flight as much as Fallout is, but this game is worse for displaying the images. You know, there's those trade-offs that Todd Howard baked into the game, apparently. Anyway, we're going to try to get more of these. I'm going to delete this one, though, because it's terrible in every way, but good talking point. Then we shot this Boneyard Bridge, I think they called this one. We moved our way, which is kind of where we are now. Yeah, Boneyard Bridge. We were trying to get a photo of this enemy over here, too. That didn't happen. Boneyard Bridge. That's an okay shot. Not crazy about it. I was kind of disappointed with Boneyard Bridge, to be honest. It's cool. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. I was like, compared to, Lake Hylia Bridge or whatever. I mean, come on, dude. That shot's okay, but keep that one. Here's another one of these Guardians about to blast me in the ass. Not None of the, like, that's not living up to this guy. So let's delete that. It's not as good. It's derivative and it's not as good. Here's another rainbow in the shot. Pretty cool. I don't mind. The composition's okay here. There's just not very much going on. It's also very flat. The lighting is very flat, low contrast. The sky isn't popping. It's a good timing on the image for the Guardian itself shooting me, but other than that, goodbye. Bye-bye. You silly fool. And then we shot this sunrise. Shot this sunrise now here. Maybe this is sunset, because we did shoot through the day, yeah. Sunset with one of those little Guardian helicopter things, which are called, of course, I know this is the Guardian Skywatcher, of course. Yeah, Guardian Skywatchers. But these are throwaways. I wasn't that impressed with these. They're okay, but nah. Okay, now let's get vicious, dude. Don't like this one. Just get rid of that. These shots are kind of meh. Let's get rid of that one. I'll keep the Stalmoblin. I'm not crazy, but I'd like that the moon's in here. I don't know. There's just nothing. Maybe I'll keep the second one. And I don't like the way those red lines are cutting through. I wish Death Mountain was just composed below that red line instead of it getting cut through it. Although there is a red line coming from Death Mountain, from that divine beast up there. So I don't think I could get rid of a line. I would not be able to get rid of it and compose it the way I would think. Either way, I don't know. Do I want either of these? I don't think I want either of these. Right? I'll just delete. Yeah, just delete both. We gotta be vicious about this. How much room do I have on my camera roll? Okay, we have 20 pictures. Let's just delete a couple more. I don't need all these shots of the... Yeah, we need like one of these saved. One, okay. Which one of these do I like the best? I don't like the first one because that tree is really eating into the mountain. But I like the way that the brush and tree on the right side are like fully forming another frame on that side. Okay, yeah, so let's delete this one. And it's between these two. One has more grass in the foreground and more shrubbery on the left side there. I think I like that shrubbery on that left side. This frame feels very empty comparatively. And that grass lining the left is, I think, a little bit nicer than the grass lining the bottom of the frame in this one. Okay, so yeah, keep that first one. Delete this guy. Perfect. And then I don't know if I need all these with the moon in it. I mean, it's just like, yeah, like this one, I don't know. I feel like the telescope in that building could be composed better. Like, I like this wide shot better, but even this wide shot didn't really live up to my expectations. So let's delete that. Let's delete this one. I mean, this is like a derivative of this one, but I think this one with the blood moon is better, and that's a better composition on the telescope itself. So yeah, we don't need that. Keeping that. Keep that for now. Keeping all these. I'm not the craziest about this flame. I like it. I like the color going on right here. The clouds look great. Got that flying V up in the top left. But this one, It's like an This creepy photo shoot of the Hyrule Castle. I guess we need like one of those since that's a like Hyrule Castle photo shoot. Okay, so we got space. Proxim Bridge, that one will probably end up being deleted. Some of these, whatever. We're good. We got some space. Let's go shoot something. Oh, now the sucker's awake. Okay. I wanted to shoot this guy last time, so no time like the present, I'd say. So how would we like this guy to attack us? And what would we like to see? I think seeing... Fortunately, it's no lightning, because that'd be a good way to try to get some cool timing. Ooh, it's the Stalnox of East... Oh, did he see me? How, dude? Well, now that he saw me... I didn't do this last time. I meant to be... I should be switching between apparel. Like, I'd love some better defense right now. Does anything... Ooh, is there no armor set that increases defense? I guess not. So in that case, we'll do all of this and then eat a meal that'll bump our defense up a little. Because I'm going to get knocked down a few times here. Guaranteed. Yeah, you're all satisfied, aren't you, Link? Good man. Shrubbery. Yeah, shrubbery. With a herring. Okay. So, playtime's over. Okay, so we gotta... Oh, no, dude. Ah! I got the Guardian to shoot him. Idiot. Idiot. Oh, crap, he's got a tree. What is that? Is that like a flame? He's got like a flaming, fire halberd, fire spear thing just chilling on his hip. Woo. Save that one. Definitely keeping this old shot of that guy. Maybe we get a new portrait of this guy for the compendium. Yeah, I'm here, pal. I'm here for you. Can you grab this thing while it's just on him? Ah! Oh, God. Oh, no, dude. Do I pass out? No, okay. It's like, I don't know if you get knocked down if it just drains your health like it does when you lose, or sets you out of the, well, I would have loved some of those fireflies in the shot. Okay, here we go. Let's do this, dude. I like that view. Okay, we're gonna save all these now, and then I'll just go through them. I want a shot of him like swinging at me. Ooh, with Death Mountain in the background, dude. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Let's kite him over here. Kite ya. And bring him over here. He'll do a swing. All right, now swing at me, pal. Ah! Ah, he threw his log instead. I'll save it. I'll take it. Ah, I'd replace the picture. Yeah, that's the picture I want for this guy. A log in my face. No, we're keeping the old picture, pal. Ah, he nailed me. That is pretty funny timing on the picture, I'd say. Death Mountain. What is he pulling out of his chest? What did... Oh, God, and I heard that damn beeping from that damn Guardian. I'm gonna get freaking whacked. I'm gonna get whacked. It's definitely keeping this old shot. Good composition on that guy. Ooh. I might have to do a sequence here on this guy. He's about to throw this. Ooh. Again, I'll go through all these after. Ow. Oh. Okay. Well, do I want to use the Guardian in the composition with this thing? Yeah, I kind of do. Nice. Ooh, that's rad, dude. Okay. Oh, he's about to throw an explosive barrel my way. Oh, that was like 1 second too late, dude. That shot could have been so cool. timing just suffers. Yeah, that's the replacement picture for sure. Oh. It's okay, we're gonna get another one. Oh. And I gotta make more... Remind me I gotta make more foods. Okay, that's trash. Oh. Dude, can you do this? Here's my question. No, you can't pull out your... Oof. Okay, pal, calm down, dude. Shoot multiple projectiles at once like that. Oh, that's right, they replenish their health. Oh, I only have 2. Okay, let's save those. And I don't know. Ah! Oh! Again, just so like 1 second too late. Well, guess what? You've put me in the water, and then that put out the fire you're trying to... Okay. Let's take out the Guardian. No, I wanted to get like one good... Okay, dude. Okay, let's get away from this little ravine, eh? Ah. All right. Okay. We got it's the best. Got the best eye in the world there. Hey, shoot yourself. Okay. All right. Let's try. I'm gonna try to get one more good shot with both these guys, and then I gotta take the Guardian down, dude. Just. Because that guy is just not doing me any favors. Okay. Okay. Eat up all this crap. And I have 44 of these? Well, yeah. Luckily, you do not have to go through an animation to eat stuff. That would be terrible. That would be absolutely terrible. Oof. Okay. He's about to shoot. We're gonna get one more of these. Oh, no, again. This is a little too late. I don't want that big burst of white. I just want those cool light trails and the circles that are in there. Okay, so he'll get one more hit on me, and that's it. Okay. Oh, okay, maybe he'll get like another hit. Oh no, my defense up went down. Let's get that back up. 9 minutes. Okay. I'm good at this game. Ooh. That looks kind of rad. That tree blowing up on next to the guy. Ah, I hit me with a log again. Okay. One more. Ah. All right, let's get rid of this Guardian. I think, although I don't know, it's like this is pretty freaking. It's like we can get a good shot here. I'll take that wood too, pal. Oh, and this guy's gonna actually go to sleep again because it's night, huh? Or because it's daytime now? Ooh. I feel like that one could have been magic. Ooh. Damn, I wanted to get one more shot in there. Ooh, there's the castle. Okay. Oh, that beam again, dude. Just like so not. Hey, guess what? You guys are helping me harvest wood. Ah. Okay, here we go. Last shot. Oh, dude, that's rad, dude. Little piece of Hyrule Castle in the background. Okay, pal. All right, I've had it up to here with these guys, dude. Let's take them down. We got a bunch of cool shots. It was a pleasant surprise getting that guardian in there. I think we got some decent, cool-looking stuff with that guy. God, I almost like want to try for one more shot though. Fuck it, I want to get one more of these guys. Oh, the guy went back to sleep. Isn't it? Yeah, okay, well, we just got the guardian to deal with, so that's fine. Ew. Oh, yeah, that's right, okay. Alright, we're fine. We got this. Using, like, the worst sword in the game. Let's swap to something decent. I do want to get more of these ancient blades, though. Maybe we'll go buy some of those. Not really. Oh, wait, I don't want to throw that. No. Chop off the limb. Whoop. Oh. Oh, nice, dude. Stalnox him for a long time, that... Whatever that lady's name... Ooh, it's right, my arrow broke. Oh, no. Ugh. Had it up to here with you. Your laser attacks. What is your energy source? How? Okay, let's just use this crap. Dude, my master sword's all charged up. Might as well. Bro, give me a core. No core. I'm pretty sure if I'm remembering correctly, the cores are a big bottleneck in buying more of those things. Crazy. Hey, thank you for the follow, Crazy Salt, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I hope you like Zelda. I hope you like photography, which we're doing. Which, yeah, let's actually look. We are definitely going to run into space issues here on the roll. Let's review what we got. Yes, redeemed. Redemption. What's up, buddy? Crazy Salt Man. Okay. That shot's just pretty basic. That one's not gonna... We want these special action shots. This shot... it's okay. Here's the log. Thrown right at my face. It was fun. Okay, let's just delete, like, these ones I know we're not gonna want, right? Yes! Redeemed! Thank you! This one would have been real magic if had I caught it just like 1 millisecond sooner. Oh yeah, again, so like that one, like these are the ones that we'll definitely not want. Yeah, like that one, who wants it? This one's like almost cool, but no. No. This is right as the thing went to bed, so no. This is that's probably the keeper of the double image, which I think this is our first double 2-in-1 photo shoot we did so far. This one's pretty badass too. I wish I was tilted up a little bit here. Although the fact that the Guardian is almost completely filling the frame is making it seem a lot more daunting. I love this one of the explosion. I wish I had caught his arm though. On the left side or the right side of the frame, the guy's left arm is just cropping out. What are those things called again? Stalnox. The Stalnox is losing his left arm out of the left side of the right side of the frame. His left foot is also kind of getting cropped. But that explosion going off right next to him is so sweet looking. So probably gonna have to keep that one. Okay, yeah, definitely keeping that one. This one, everything here that I want to be in the frame is way too stacked upon each other. The castle is in there and it's not good. The what do you freaking call that guy again? Stalnox is getting creeped up on by this guy. So no. Again, this shot, now all the elements are separated and have breathing room. It's a little bit sloppy. Like there's a lot of edge of the frame there that doesn't have much going on. So I would have loved to be zoomed in like just a little bit. All these elements were moving so fast. I just wanted to stay as wide as possible to make sure all the stuff was in the frame. But anyway, we're keeping that last one. We'll keep the explosion. This one, this is like, again, a just millisecond too late on the Guardian shooting his little laser because it obscures his face so much that you can't really tell what's happening. Again, prime Guardian. This is like right at the peak of their charge up, right before they blast you. That is rad. That's where we're looking to land. Oof. I like that one where he's just about to throw his rib at me. We'll definitely keep that one. So let's delete this one. Let's delete this one. His rib almost looks like a banana. Like a couple bananas in there. Let's delete that one. I like this one where he's about to throw his rib cage at me. His rib. And then you get a little bit of Death Mountain in the background, a little bit of that tower in the background. There he is. Here he is throwing his rib at me. If the rib was fully in the frame there, just floating above Death Mountain, that would have been real cool. Delete this one, though. Anyway, this one, just missed the peak of that charge up on here. I think this could have been actually a pretty cool shot. Also at night, though, the color and light don't always look the best, but let's see, this one where the red laser beam's shooting me, this is okay. I like how the Stalnox is like staring at him. He's like, what are you gonna do to him? I wanted to smash him with this explosive barrel. I'll throw it too. This one's, yeah, not as good as this one where he's about to throw it at me. I like this one. This one looks like they're teaming up for the takedown. Not very excited about the sky. The color cloud structures could have looked better. There could have been some kind of interesting element in the background there. Just a lot of negative space in the sky in that top right portion. Other than that, though, I think that's hilarious. It almost looks like the guy's waving. So we'll keep that. That shot's rad, dude. This shot's cool. I like that one. He's like Guardian's crawling over the fire. Stalnox in the background with his log. Keep that. Nice. We walked away with a couple keepers. Hell yes. Yes. We should do We should do some Korok photo shoots at some point. I remember getting a real cool photo of a Korok at one point on my other file. I know I have other files that have, or save files that have other photos in them. I'm meaning to look up where those are, because this is my master mode, master quest. And it definitely, either I deleted all the photos that I had taken that were on the roll. If it doesn't reset it, I don't know if it's a separate save file when you do master mode. I think it is, because I have my regular file. Anyway, I will check that out. I will check it out. There's nothing special. Okay, let's go choose something else. Let's go. We have not gotten into Gerudo at all. Maybe let's not go there. We've kind of been focusing on Central Hyrule. Kind of. Not even, though. Hebra Mountains. Cold Snap Hollow, dude. Cold Snap. I believe there's a enemy in Final Fantasy VII that's either called Cold Snap or they do an attack called Cold Snap. I want to say it's a robot. Could be wrong, though. Don't listen. Check it out. Check out your own stuff. North Loma Labyrinth. Oh, there's 2 labyrinths. North Loma Labyrinth. And Loma Labyrinth Island. How did I not recognize? Dude, let's go check out this other labyrinth. We'll travel over from this shrine. Yeah, let's travel over from this shrine. See what's up. See what's up with that area. You know? Master mode. Lightning strikes. Tendency to anything metallic. Whenever you hear thunder, it's a good idea to remove any metallic equipment. Yes. We discussed this already. Nintendo. Ooh, I'm going to have to put on my warm gear, huh? It's going to be all cold. Yup. I don't want my boy to freeze. Cold gear. Man, is that the set? Unfreezable? Yeah, that's the set. The snow quill stuff. Badass. Badass. Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, I love the snow areas. So I grew up in California, and I'm not a big snow person. Dude, is that the old man? That's a gray horned rhinoceros. Rhinoceros. How you pronounce that one? What's up, dude? Oh, God. Oh, and a gold Lynel. All right, let's go shoot a photo of that guy. You want some? Stop running around in circles, pup. Oh, you smart little. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Let's just do that. Waste any time with these fools. We want this. Ooh, dude. Okay, this might be a cool shot of a Lynel. Let's do this. First off, I don't want any gripe from this guy. Yeah, you better run. I like this image of the Lynel kind of chilling on this little. Ooh. Save that for now. I kind of want him looking at me. Yeah, keep the old picture. Duh. Let's put him up. Let's frame him against these mountains. With a nice snow-covered... Yeah, get out of here, Rhino. I think you can ride these guys. Riding the Rhino. I like the shot of the Lynel, dude. Ooh. Yeah, buddy. Maybe let him come a little. Maybe we'll get a little closer to him. Nice. Love shooting these Lynels. They're tough, dude. They're tough enemies. No. No. I was gonna say, does that question mark pop up over his head if he's in the... Okay, let's do that. Let's actually get him... Let's get another one of those little, like, battle cry shots. Ooh, looking into this little valley here. Yeah, that's the way to go about it. Oh, no. No, sir. I wanted you to... No, I wanted... No. Please not. Please not the flaming arrows. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, and we wanted to cook food. Okay, first of all, let's save. Second of all, let's eat something that'll replenish our health. And then let's try to get one cool shot of him with that beautiful landscape in the background before I die. Okay, actually it's... Oh! Nah. I'll save it for now. It's probably good. That's funny. It's like almost the exact same pose. Or the same timing on the image of that attack. Like, very similar. Ah, you missed me, dude. And I went into selfie mode. You're probably so embarrassed. Ooh, that's a cool shot, dude. He's in front of that beautiful little valley there. I'd rather him be up against that right side of the frame. And then you have the leading line looking down that path. Let's go. Ooh, nah. See, there's... Yeah, I just want to see those trees and see into that depth of the background. Lucky hit, dude. That was a lucky hit. Not getting another one. Eesh. Nah, that could have been real cool had he been in the frame. Jesus, okay. I do really need to make food. I'm also hungry in real life, I'll be honest. Okay, let's... Hey. Oh, why'd you turn? Dude, look at that cool mountainside in the back. Like this. Yeah. It's okay. Ooh, that could have been a sweet pose on him. I actually like that pose better for the compendium shot. Wish he was framed in that little hitbox. Ooh, okay. Let's get one more shot of him. See if we can get this shot we're talking about here. There we go. See, that's a little better. Let's save it. I like that shot. Okay, all right. And now playtime is over, buddy. Let's just take him out. Why do I have so many of these? I think there's an enemy that drops those fish. I think that's why. I have a master sword. You can't harm me. Oh, you thought you're gonna hit me, but you didn't. It's kind of okay. No, okay, get away. Ooh. Uh-oh. My master sword lost the energy. Let's pop him. We're gonna get another crusher. So why don't we mess him up with this guy? It's funny how slow he throws it. Or swings it. This is just funny to me. It's fine. It's silly. Dude, you're gonna keep giving me these opportunities for a flurry rush. I will take it. Take you out. Dude, why can't I go into slow-mo mode? Kind of a cool shot. And boom goes the dynamite. Ooh, I tried to leap. Didn't work. I love the... Oh. Ooh, that's right. Ooh, dude, I'm lucky I had that revive. I have some... Ah, I didn't mean to swing at him. Oops. Don't like that composition, but that's fine. Ooh, again. Almost the same timing on that charge attack. I like the lighting better in the second one. The first one is eh. Let's keep that then. Yeah. Lucky strike, dude. Lucky strike. Try it again. Try it again. Not really digging. Hey, again. Okay. Oh, that one could have been real cool. I wish his full shield was in the frame and his shadow. But see what I'm saying about that backdrop of the valley between those two hillsides and then the trees. I like that you have that looking down that back and then his arm is kind of extended out towards it. That would have been cool. I'm gonna save it. Keep the old shot. Oh god, okay. What do we want to eat? What do we want to eat? Give us some health here for a minute. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Let's have one of these. And then I'll stop futzing around with this guy so we can just take him out. Yeah, I'll let my fairies do the heavy lifting right now. Assuming I survive. Oh, his health recharged. I forgot about that. Eesh. Okay, in this case, let's have some more health. Let's... Our defense up is still going, right? No, it's not. Okay, so let's get some more defense. Also gotta build one of those. Hey, pal. Oh, crap, dude. Oof, okay. I don't want to... Ooh, okay. Let me save, because I don't want to lose those shots that we have. Very least, I can... Yeah, okay, glad I saved. I'm so good at this game. I'm good. Continue, who doesn't? Yeah. I forget what that was for. Do you have like 12 roasted bass? Yeah. Yes, I do. Crazy Salt Man asks if we had 12 roasted bass. Okay, you know what? I'm going to flee. Although... Yeah, here, let's do this. Hang on. It's funny how it loads you out of combat with him. Yeah, who's got 12 roasted bass? Link. Link has 12 roasted bass that he ate. Okay, I'm outie, dude. I need to cook. I'm ill-equipped for this battle, my friend. So you can have your plateau. You can have... No. Oh, no. Oh! You can have it. You can have your snowy field. I don't want it anymore. I just want to run. Can't I run? Ooh, dead. Can you just... Is this... Yeah. Audi 5000. Yeah. I wanted to check out the Labyrinth. I didn't, you know, we found that guy. But I need to cook. If I'm going to face... And now I need more... Oh, am I going to be able to get out of this spot? Yeah, you can get out of here. These Labyrinth, these are such rad shrines to do. This is kind of a cool shot, actually, dude. We want to shoot the Labyrinth. What are we going to shoot? I like the image of these walls. There's just nothing to frame. It's like a little bit of that mountainside. But there's really nothing. Like, I want an enemy or something at the end of this hallway. Which isn't going to happen because there's nothing there. And I also need to cook. I need to get the food. Where's the little camp stove for me to sit at? Is there one nearby? I used to pride myself in knowing where all the little cooking spots were. Much like in Fallout, I used to pride myself on knowing where all the what's up, caribou? Moose? Oh, yeah, moose are dangerous, dude. Haven't you read the book The Hatchet? It's dangerous moose in there. Some little cold Stalfos. Let's do this. I'm just going to go where I absolutely definitely know. I should know where all the camping stoves are, like I said, but I don't. So we're going to come back to this spot in a minute and shoot that structure a little bit. But let's go to... Let's check the plateau. This is the only spot that I like 100% off the top of my head. I know that there's a cooking spot. I mean, I guess all the major villages and towns will have cooking spots too. I used to mark them. That's what I used to do. I used to have a little marking system down with the map, so I had a good way to tell. I was actually bummed when I found out that you have a limited amount of tags on the map. I mean, that makes sense because this would get pretty gnarly, but I love tagging. Like, see, I have all the big boss enemies tagged. I have these little spots are good spots to mine for those sweet emeralds. I don't know what a shield is. Forget what I was trying to signify with that. I'm gonna have to go adventure and check that out. Let's see, here's another good mining spot. Dude, Death Mountain. Where's Death Mountain? I used to have... Oh, yeah. That's where I used all my tags. I tagged like all... I was like, oh, I'm going to tag all the spots where there's good gems to harvest here. And then somewhere along Death Mountain, as you can see, I just marked the shit out of this area. Somewhere along the lines here, it was like, you can't... I'm sorry, you can't put down any more markers. See how many I even have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, maybe they increased it. No, okay. So I only have 10 left. And I was like, I think I did that. I was like midway through the game when I ran out of stamps, and I was like, okay, I'll delete a lot of these. I mean, probably don't need all these together. But whatever, dude. You know, you got to make your rupee the way you make your rupee. You know what I mean? And the way I make my rupee is gathering up all those amazing, sweet little gems and geodes and such, and then sell them to that person. There's like a buyer in Goron City that will buy them from you for like gnarly amounts of money. On, I think it's on maybe on certain days, maybe they're there or something like that, or certain times of the day, maybe you could do it. I remember it being like, it felt like kind of secretive. But I used to have the camping stove symbol parked right on top of all the camping stove areas. But that doesn't matter. I should just go to the Shrine of Resurrection because there's that guy. I usually go to the little dude's house. It's like the first spot I was mass crafting food was at this guy's little house. Where's his little house? Where is that house? How do I not remember this? Gerudo Pass, Plateau, right. And the dude's house is like next to the big fucking drop-off area, right? Yeah, I'll just wing it. There's like a bunch of camping stoves here. I'm just going to go to the one where the guy teaches you. Right up on a mountain. Yeah, this is kind of inventory maintenance that I should do before I hop on the stream, but whatever. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. Well, if unless you're a person like me who wants to stamp everything, like I don't know, do people mark this much stuff on their map generally? I mean, dude, look at Death Mountain. I mean, you gotta go crazy. Ooh, I like the light on this this little spot right here, dude. Ooh, backlight, dude. Not bad. Okay. But yeah, unless you're like me and you've been stamping your life away, you'd probably never hit that. Was there any indication how many you have? 10. Oh yeah, so you have 100. There's the little ratio right there on the far right side next to the gem symbol. I have 10 left out of 100. I probably just never noted because there's so much crap on the Sheikah Slate going on. Again, why it sucks our album never is clean. Also, let's review... kind of a disgusting blob. Oh, yeah? Ooh, dude, my health is very low. Remember, I have... Yeah, you forget. I need to cook. Oh, but this guy doesn't have... This is just a campfire. No. Where's the dude's little house? Why do I not know? Eastern Abbey. Is this the guy's little hut? Is that his hut? That's his hut. No. Dude, that's not even on the plateau anymore, buddy. I find it odd. I can't remember. Okay, that's a Lynel. I know that. That was a nice surprise starting Master Mode for the first time. Hey, you want to fight the hardest enemy in the game? At the freaking beginning of the game? Sure. Let's do that. I was like, they're freaking Dark Soulsing me. Is it Dark Souls or Demon Souls where you're pitted against that gnarly boss right at the first level? It's like how you're supposed to die and learn about dying. And then it goes into the cutscene. Is that the guy's? That's the guy's house. Why can't I think of where this guy's freaking house is? Let's go just venture around and find it. It's right near the freaking snow, right? Isn't it near the snow? River of the Dead. It's right. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay. Demon Souls. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Dude, Paxmore, you are the one that taught me that you can use the firebomb things against it and actually kill it. Because I thought there was no way. And you're like, dude, you can kill that thing. It's possible. Is there like a certain build you have to choose or something that gives, like, you get like 5 of those firebomb things right at the beginning? As I recall. If I recall correctly. Here's the guy's little spot, dude. Here it is. Pick those as a starter item. Oh, that's what it was. You ran me through how to do it, and I did it. I was very proud of myself. And I think there's... I'm pretty sure there's like a rare weapon drop that you either...
Urbosa's fury is ready.
Thanks, Urbosa. Hey, thanks for the follow, Urbosa. All right, thanks. We going to cook. Oh, we have to light the... I'm just remembering all this crap. You gotta light it, and... Although I think it just works. You can just use the fire arrows. Yeah. Fuck that. Can you light this torch too? I think lighting that is how you got the Korok up there, maybe. Oh, this puzzle was sweet, dude, when he's talking about needing items. Spicy peppers. But yeah, I swear you can get a gnarly weapon from that first boss. Anyway, whatever. That's like get the Lynel on there. Such a long conversation. You can't take any more shields. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to craft foods. Hold. So all you gotta do is cook one of these suckers. And it's a complete full health recovery plus 3 hearts. It's kind of gnarly. I also had told myself I should go to that little dark shrine. I do remember liking it better having having more stamina than hearts. Because it's easier to boost your hearts to a full rack, a full 2 racks of heart, than it is to keep your stamina up. At least that's how I was feeling about it. Plus, you get a buffer between your 0 hearts. Or I'm not 0 hearts. Ooh. That tune... Oh, did I put something else in there? That's fine. But if you want to use the Master Sword and have that, like, the projectile attack, it's kind of nice to have a couple hearts that are just boosted full heart, because then you can get hit like once or twice and you still have full hearts for the Master Sword projectile flinging thing. I bet there's probably a very specific name for that, and I should know it. I should, but I don't know. Okay, we're gonna cook up a bunch of these. Like, this is like all I need, dude. Other than those defense buffs. Which, dude, can you do like a combo, like defense buff slash, like hold that and then one of those like iron shrooms, like 2 iron shrooms and 1 hardy radish? Oh, it's not even full recovery heart. But there was a mushroom. There's a hardy. There was a hardy shroom in there. Whatever, dude. Mighty steamed fish. Rad. Mushrooms ruin everything. I know! What the hell? Oh, I didn't mean to eat that either. Yeah, mushroom. Come on, dude. Although I could just do... I do need more of those defense ups, too. And then how many slots do I have for food? This is limited to... I do want, like, a bunch of these. Let's just cook a bunch of these. I will blame Todd Howard on not being able to just cook a whole stack of stuff in this game. That was actually something they patched in Fallout recently. Was you had no ability to craft. There's no crafting slider for anything. So like, if you wanted to make 100 boiled water, you were gonna have to click boiled water 1, 2, 3. Just keep you had to click it. Just jam on your crafting button. No bueno. And then they finally added a crafting slider, and it's like, it was huge quality of life improvement. Huge. In my opinion, that is. Yano. Fucking Todd, yeah. So we found something to blame Todd. As usual. Todd. Put that in there. See, again, like I could have been done had I been able to just select cook 10 of these dish. That'll be 3 more. 3 more, a couple defense buffs, okay. That's all I'm gonna do. I promise. 1, 2. It was very satisfying learning all these dishes to make and stuff. I did really enjoy that. 1 more of these. I was like, oh, what is this? What if I put this piece of meat with this mushroom? Although it ended up, it kind of seemed a lot more simple once you realize that, like, you can just do, like, if you do, again, like, I'm going to do these, whoops. I'm going to do 5 of these at once, and then this just gives you basically the best defense buff you could get. Maybe it doesn't last as long. Tough mushroom skewer. Maybe what did I do for these? 1, 2, 3, and then there's like a seasoning. I feel like if you just throw a seasoning in there, adds more defense. Throw one of these in there, really make it into something special. Monstrous meals. What did I put in with these guys? Maybe you can just do like the defense trout things. What are those called? Mighty? Attack power? No, these guys. Armored. Couple mushrooms and a couple fish. Watch the mushrooms blow it for me again. Nice. See, that wasn't any better. That's 410. 3 defense up. See, yeah, it's the exact same thing. Basically, a little bit more heart recovery. But I wasted the fish too. What did I do? Like, what seasoning? Okay, we're going to get out of this in just a second. Okay, I promise. Let's just get a couple more defense ups. Couple more ups. Yeah, I swear I used to know so much better what to put. Let's see, like, what if we just, whoops, 1, 2, 3. What if we do 3? I'm just curious what the difference in duration and intensity is going to be here. Okay, so the 2-star, 2-minute. That's bullcrap, dude. I'll just eat that right now. Save the space, you know. Dude, all I want is 3 defense buff. You know what I mean? Hearty truffle. Maximum hearts. Oh, these you can probably cook single, right? And this is going to give you, again, full recovery. Ooh, damn, he's liking those truffles. Hearty mushroom skewer? Yeah, full recovery. That's what we want. Okay, so it's like 3 of those and attack power, protect against electricity. It's like adding meat. Is that going to be bad? What if I had 2 prime meats, dude? Is it going to be defense buff? Yeah, but only 2? Come on, dude. Okay. So I think the fish in that is... I mean, again, it's just like as long as you get 5 of the defense item, there's probably like a seasoning I'm supposed to throw in. Let's do this, dude. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's do 1 fish. You understand? And let's throw in these little iron shell crabs, dude. It's like a seafood and mushroom skewer. Delicious. 410 again. See, but that's not, again, these are like no better than the individual. Let's do 2 of those item. 1 of these. 1 of these. And like a salt. Isn't there like salt? So there's like a seasoning that you're supposed to... Fresh milk. Goron spice. Yeah, let's throw 1 of those. What's like the other salt though that I would add? I don't know. Let's try the Goron spice, dude. What's that gonna do? I forget what that does. Let's find out. We're gonna figure it out, dude. Dragon parts up the duration to 30 minutes. Yeah, if you add like 1 of those, it will boost for a very long duration buff. But it's like I have so few of those. I have so few of them, and I will never use them for that reason, as I am one to do in RPGs, any game. Like if I get like the best potion in the game, I'm never gonna use that potion. For instance, in Stardew Valley, there's like this really sweet food item. Let's cook while you talk, Paul. Let's get this done with. We want to go shoot that last little spot. Drop it in there, pal. Completely lost my train of thought. But yeah, Stardew Valley, the rock, there's this food called the magic rock candy, and it's like the best. It gives you a buff on like everything, every type of buff you could want for all your skills and health and all that crap, attack power. And they're very limited. You can get them, and I have a few, but it's like I know I'm never gonna use it because I'm gonna be waiting for that perfect time when I really need it, and it's really gonna be the edge that I need to overcome something, and then it just never happens. Though it never happens. I don't need a torch. Hey, goblins, how about a torch? Yeah, I didn't think you'd care. Okay. All right, we are... Ooh, let's actually... We're gonna Oh, there's the... Talking about the dragon, dude. Hang on. Oh, this could be a cool shot. Oh. No. Little sunset dragon. Oh, ooh. Didn't mean to jump down, but that's okay, I suppose. With the bird flying underneath it? I don't think any of these are actually going to end up looking kind of cool, but we'll see. Keep that one. I want... How did I not take damage, by the way, dropping off that thing? Whatever, I'll take it. Ooh, okay, let's do this, dude. Compose with, like, this little bit of the ruin in there. A little bit of the dueling peaks. Let's wait for him to fully... Oh, no, he's going down. Ooh. Okay. This is a bad time to shoot for... Wait, maybe not. He's going back up? I thought he was going back into the water. And a fox, dude. Oof. That's not a bad shot. Okay. Farouche. Wait for me, Farouche. Hyrule Lake or Lake Hylia Bridge. This is not going to be that great, but I'll take it anyway. I will take it anyway. I think ideally I would have been, dude, if I had been over here, whoops. I meant to look at through my Sheikah slate, but that's fine. If I had been, I would want to be on that side of the bridge there. That'd be a really epic shot, though. Him coming over. Oh, they come back out. Going back out. Okay. Maybe we can get a good shot here. Do they go into the sky? Ooh, this isn't okay. Ooh. No, come back over the bridge. Yeah. Ooh, okay, this could be cool, dude. Let's let him... Not bad. I like that old picture better. Let's let him get fully... Ooh, that's badass. Okay. Oh, no. That's right. Oh, we were supposed to go over all these. Okay, hang on. Hang on. This shot was like where we discovered this Lynel, and then we're like, let's get a good shot of him. I do like this shot of him just standing in that empty space in the snow with that just that barely visible cliff face behind him. I like that. This one's comparatively. Here he's just about to shoot me with the bow and arrow. That shot's pretty cool. This shot's This shot, I think we got the second shot that we wanted better. This is, yeah, that's the shot we really wanted. This one's okay. No, very center punched. Framing, composition on him. This shot's great. He's fully within the frame. His full shadow is on the ground, which I wish you could see better. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about those little wispy rice type stem stalks or whatever those are. But that's a great pose. That's a great pose. He's well fit in the frame with all his structures, shadow and limbs and armor and weapon all in the frame. Very good. I'll keep that one. I wish the lighting was more like this, although maybe it wouldn't have been snowing had it become daytime. This shot's pretty sweet too. I'm not crazy about the backdrop compared to this. This would be a much more interesting background to have rather than that. That's kind of a boring backdrop. Pose is okay. I might delete it anyway though. I think we have a better. This one's pretty badass. Really wish you could see into that valley and through the background under his right arm. Great time on that capture though. His shadow's just getting cropped out of the frame. The shadow of his arm extended is just cropping out of that bottom left corner just a little bit, but it's pretty sweet. Still like that shot. This shot's oof. This would have been an even better charge. Although, I don't know. It's pretty sweet when he doesn't have that weapon in his hand. This shot's Let's just compare these two because they're so similar. I like them both, but... okay, so the second one, they both have their merits. First one, he is fitting in the frame and composed a lot better. Obviously, here he's getting his shield just cropping out. This would have been such a great pose. Kind of bummed this one didn't really work out. The shadow on the ground is getting cropped. His shield's getting cropped. He's got a great pose, and he's opening. I love the way his arm is extending into the backdrop so that you kind of follow along. You see him, and then you kind of follow along his arm into that beautiful looking valley back there. So I would love a combination of these two, but we don't have it. We don't have it. So let's just keep this first one. I don't know though. That second one is pretty sweet. I just don't like the way he's cropped out of the frame, but this one has some cropping as well. I'll just save that second one. Save that second one for now. This is kind of a throwaway shot. I like the way the light was hitting this little fountain though. Making space for Faroche. That one's eh. This one's eh. Trying to utilize some of that architecture in the foreground. I like that. That shot's okay. We'll keep that for now. That one is not going to be as good as these next ones that we're going to get. Although it is sunset there, so there's a little bit more of a beautiful color to the sky than we are going to have moving forward, shooting him going across the bridge. But this shot otherwise is kind of sloppy, so let's just get rid of that. This one's eh. This is the best one I think so far, and then let's wait for him to get a little closer. Oh, he's going in the water. Does he pop back out here again? Or was that it? That might have been it. Oh, no, he's popping out. Okay. It's just look at the sky and the color and everything is pretty crap. I like his pose, but now it's like you can't see the bridge. So that element is kind of lost. I love these little surprise encounters. Like we didn't come out to shoot this guy, but he's here. So like that looks kind of sweet background wise, but now he's gonna be flying off into space. Okay. That's cool. At least we got a good shot of him. I think that was a request. I want to say somebody at some point. I want to say John Walta had said he wanted some shots of the dragon, so there you have it. Couple good ones. Ooh, I like the way here, though, the cloud structure on that mountain behind his head, it's almost like it's fitting the form of his horn and his head shape. It's kind of just giving a nice little contrast. That's kind of cool. Dragons. Yeah, we got some dragon. I like this shot. This shot's kind of cool. I wish I had noticed. I didn't see that. There's like a bit of one of those towers in that top right corner. But I didn't see it because the Sheikah Slate has that weird border, so it was not in my frame. As we've stated, you do not get 100% viewfinder coverage when you're looking at this. I'm probably gonna have to choose between one of those, so maybe I'd keep this first one. Although I like his pose on the second one better. His just the back of his neck has that arch, and then his head is tilted up more, whereas here his whole structure is being, or the whole front part of his structure is just one arc, whereas this one has that waviness to it. I think I like that better, but we'll keep both of them for now. How many shots do we have on the roll? We got 10. We got 12 shots. Dude, look at that moon, dude. Ooh, over the dueling peaks. Righteous capture, dude. Looks like we're a half-mast on that moon. Look how fast the moon moves, though. Jesus. That's what makes it hard to shoot. Okay, let's get to that labyrinth. Shoot a couple shots of that real quick. Check that out, and then that's going to be where we call it a night. Just want to shoot one structure. I think format-wise, when we're playing this game, I think it's cool to get like one good shot of enemy, some cool enemy shot, and then one good architecture shot. That's kind of my quota that I try to make while we're shooting. Oh, it's gonna be night now. That's but what time is it? I was gonna say we could just go sit by a campfire. Where do you see the time of day? Inventory, adventure log. I have all these things to do still. Yeah, where's it? Oh, it's right there on the screen already, dude. 11 p.m. Okay, so this is we're hitting nighttime. That's fine. Let's shoot some shots of this at night, and then if we don't like it, we can go sleep somewhere. We did have that beautiful moon, but I don't think you're gonna see it here because of the cloud cover, unfortunately. And there's gonna be so much atmosphere, it's probably gonna be hard to see the structure at all. Get your ass back. Let's just check out the vantage points that we got here. Okay, can we teleport up here anywhere? No, Mount Drana. Although we could probably hover down from one of these onto that. Let's see what's a better option. Let's just climb a sucker. Let's get up here a little bit. Gotta check out all the vantage points. We gotta check out all the perspectives. Very important in photography. Checking all the perspectives, looking at all the angles. Very, very good to do. Yeah, the light's gonna look like shit here, but that's fine. So I'm seeing Death Mountain behind it, so that's a potential secondary element that we can frame in the composition. And again, these labyrinths, I mean, they really only do look cool from the top because you want to see that awesome maze pattern. Because otherwise, the structure itself just doesn't have much to it. It's just 4 flat walls with very little design. Okay, so I want to be actually like over here, I think. What's up, Korok, dude? Okay, see ya. Oh, see you later. Go take some pictures here. That's what we're here for, pal. I got a lot of Korok seeds I don't need anymore. Ooh, okay. I'm actually not bummed with the way the light is right now because it finally hit that front face of that front elevation. There's the moon, which I would have loved to have behind this somehow, but that's fine. Ooh, digging that, dude. Get that little Korok thing in there too, maybe? I don't want that Korok thing in there, though. Ooh, dude, I'm digging that, though. Okay. Boom. Love that shot. Maybe I can swing around a little bit more and get Death Mountain a little bit more in front of the thing. Who can describe the scene? Who heard it? Yeah, you heard me. Yeah. I can describe it. It's right before I'm pretty sure, isn't it right before Jim Carrey goes into the bathroom and like almost gets raped by Seabass, but he's like at the 7-Eleven and he's getting the key for the bathroom, right? Doesn't he walk out of the bathroom? Either way, he's walking out of 7-Eleven. There's like the 2 extras there, 2 background actors drinking their drinks. And then Jim Carrey's like, "Oh, what you guys doing? You got some big gulps." Well, or he's just like, "Oh, big gulps, huh? Well, see you later." And I do want to know, that has to have been improv, right? Maybe. Maybe not. I just see Jim Carrey walking out, and then Being like, I want to say something goofy to these guys right now. And then he's like, you know, it was unscripted. Oh, nice. Yes. Well, see you later. Jim Carrey. Oh no, did all the light leave the... No, some of the light's still there. It's not hitting that front face anymore. Where'd the moon go? What are you? Sleeping moblin with some ice choo-choos. It's nice. I swear there was just a video that somebody... Ooh, look at this sunrise. Okay, pal. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Not sure how much I like that right side of the frame with the rock face framing it on that corner, but it's... Save it for now. I'm loving the color right now in the sky. Swing around down here, maybe. Yeah, dude. There we go. Yeah. Crop out that dirty tree branch. Yeah, dude. Let's just stay put right here for now. I also like that I'm not tilted down all that much. I have a very straight view of the scene, so I'm not converging those lines all that much. On the oh! Look at that sunbeam, dude. Whoa. Whoa. Groovy. Oh yeah. Dude. Digging that shot. Okay. Let's do like this wide. Grab a wide full structure in there. Okay. Yeah, dude, let us just post up for a minute, and this is gonna be a great way. Again, like I said, we're gonna shoot this and then we'll review what we got, and then that'll be it for tonight. Your boy needs some food in me. We're cooking all that real it's real food is what we were cooking in game. Actually literally made me hungry. I would like a hearty radish salad thing. Let's see, do I like that ravine? I don't want the labyrinth itself too centered in the frame completely. Let's cut the corner out a little bit, see how we like this kind of composition. A little bit tighter. No breathing room along that left side. Dude, what happened to the sunrise, man? I thought we were going to get like this beautiful sunrise coming up. It was like giving us the sun rays for like a second. Whatever, we're going to post up. What time is it? 5 a.m.? Okay, so we still got some time for sunrising. Time for things to change. I don't like this tree thing. Its geometric shape does not feel natural. So it feels like another structure, but I know it's not, so I'm going to keep that out. Dude, it's going to be... I'm going to tell you right now, the keeper is going to be one of those with the sunburst. The starburst, sun starburst. I don't know. It's like not getting as interesting as I thought it was going to be. Let's just post up. Now it's getting hazy. It's like the glow of the molten lava is not really shining through as much. There's a lot of atmosphere, a lot of haze. This is closer to what real life photography would be like, though. You find that vantage point. You find the vantage point, and you set up your camera. And whereas here we have the benefit of time accelerating because the game just has a fast timer in it, you would have to just wait. If you're waiting for sunrise, you're there parked up, posted up. I don't know. This isn't getting more interesting though. It felt like we were gonna get some real magic with the sun just popping up. Just not crazy about that bottom left corner though of the frame. Just I don't know. Like I want to either include a little bit more or take out even more of it. Yeah, let's try one with more corner. And then album full again, huh? It would be so sick. I would love to, like, that's the cool shot. It would be so sick to do time lapse. This game, it'd be hard to do it in. Oof, these look great though. See, like, why the glow from the sunrise, it like came and went so quick. Oof, but look at those sunburst shots. Okay, so we definitely don't want this one. It's not going to be these first ones because they're just nothing. They're just a lesser version of the one with that starburst. So let's keep that. Keep the starburst ones. Delete those ones. Whew, that's cool. Oh, it's going to be tough to decide between those three. I think it's going to be that second one. Although I like this shot too. It's just the labyrinth itself is very composed, very centered in that bottom portion of the frame. But I like the way the ravine on the left side, that cliff face, that's kind of leading you into it. Something doesn't. I think it's just because, again, I wish the labyrinth itself was situated like a little bit further to the left while maintaining a view of that beautiful line of the ravine. But whatever. Still cool. So like these ones, I'm composing the labyrinth slightly on the left side of the frame to balance with Death Mountain in the background. Oof, they're all pretty good. So this one, like, you're not seeing the glow from Death Mountain. This one, you're not seeing the glow from Death Mountain. This one's okay. I think I sliced a little bit too much of the labyrinth itself off on the left side. I want that. I want the full diamond shape of the top part of the structure. So this one's gonna go. This one's I mean, compared to that one, right? So yeah. It's weird that the glow is more visible here when there's a very bright backlight on it, whereas here, I guess that would make sense. I don't know. It's just weird you can't see the glow from the Death Mountain lava on these ones. Ravine. Yeah, we'll delete this last one. Man, it's going to be hard to beat these ones with that little sunburst in there. I just thought that was going to keep going up and we were going to get a beautiful shot of the sun situated right at the end of that valley behind all the elements, but that's fine. I'm going to keep, dude, I got to keep all those. Except for maybe this last one. No, I like that last one. The clouds, and that's looking really cool. Okay, we'll keep all those. Let's see how much, if we're going to get anything else here, though. It's just the lighting now is getting so flat. Not anywhere near as interesting looking anymore as that perfect time we were at. Okay, I'll say we're done shooting that then. See, the sun's up there now. It's like, where did it... I didn't even notice it, like, move. Like, took a beeline or something. Okay, anyway, that was sweet. Let's do, you know, let's do obligatory selfie. Wait, obligatory self-portrait. Wait, do you have to be looking... Which way do you look on there? Yeah, okay, it turns you around. Really silly self-portrait mode, though, because you can't change the camera height. It's, like, locked in place. Now it's locked. But then you end up cropping his feet in a weird way, like, no matter what you do. And you can't compose him anywhere but centered. It's fine. He's very happy. That's
now
nice.
it's locked in place.
That's good. Now it's locked. Yeah.
So really, you say,
Oh God, Harold.
Yeah. Yes. That was locked. It's locked. Yes. Come on, Todd. Okay, I'm keeping my first Moblin staff picture. I love that you have that. That's such a fun thing, though, that every time you take a photo of one of those elements, it's like, I want a shot of him looking this way, all stoic and shit, looking over this ravine. Whatever. Okay, wait. First, let's save before I forget. You know what's really cool about the Switch? If the power goes out, your system will never turn off because it has its own built-in battery, and it's just seated in that little HDMI adapter thing, essentially. And it's nice that you're not tied to... I was just gonna say, like, if my power went out suddenly, had I not saved and this was not a Switch, you're gonna screw yourself unless you're using a battery backup, which I do have one somewhere, but I don't think it's enough. I bought a battery backup thing and it was not enough. Was not enough power to keep my. There's our other Labyrinth shot. This one's now looking cheap compared to this new one we got at the North Labyrinth. I bought like a cheap UPS uninterrupted power server, and it was like it can run my PlayStation, and that's about it when the power goes out. I can't even run a monitor off of it as well at the same time, so it kind of became pointless. So anyway, this was like our bar we set for shooting those labyrinths. This labyrinth is more difficult because you have to be shooting from such an elevated perspective, and there's not much to look out behind it. In this case, it was a lightning storm, and we were waiting for the lightning to strike to pop those clouds and add the contour of the hillside behind it. That's what was really special about that shot. But on that far right, top right corner area, it's just so much negative space, nothing going on there. So this kind of shot at sunset, if the sun does set in that top right corner, that could be a cool shot. We're probably gonna have to go back and shoot a shot of that. What's up, Yiba plants? How many bananas would it take to power a nuclear power plant? Mighty bananas, because we're playing Zelda. A lot of mighty bananas. 10 mighty bananas. But a lot of bananas. It's got to be a pun here. Banana power. The answer is Donkey Kong, actually. The amount of bananas is Donkey Kong. Collect all those bananas, dude. If you are new to the stream, by the way, and you like Zelda photography like this, would appreciate a follow, obviously, extending you that offer. Anyway, really appreciate it. If you like photography stuff, This is the place to be. Look at the dude. This shot of Death Mountain with the moon or setting. I love that shot, dude. Probably gonna be a keeper for a long time. Foreboding glow coming out of that lava. Okay, these are from last time. They're from a few times ago. Okay, here's where we started. I love this shot of the Guardian. Here's where we started. We got this cool shot of the Stalnox just about to throw his rib at me. That's cool. I wish the lighting was a little bit better here. At night, the contrast gets so low that it ends up looking like a very muddy gray image, except for those little areas of color pop. So you need like a lot of those color pop areas. This one's not that bad. Just something I keep my eye out for. It's kind of funny because this guy's eye falls out sometimes. Okay, so then we got this cool shot of the Guardian about to blast me, although I wish he was actually charging up there. Timing was not synchronized with the other guy throwing that barrel at me, but it looks like he's waving, so that's hilarious. This shot was really cool. Flaming grass. Guy's got his laser sight trained right on top of me, and the Stalnox. That's what those things are called, right? I want to keep myself honest with these naming conventions. Stalnox, yeah. You know your stuff. Stalnox is approaching with that giant log again. I think this one could have been cool as well. Again, the sky is kind of crap, and there's a lot of negative space in the top left side of the frame. I probably could have tilted down a little bit more to help the composition out here. But had the sky been an interesting color and there had been very nice cloud structures, actually probably could have ended up pretty magical. Still, we're keeping it for now. We'll probably end up deleting like these to next time we play, but whatever. This one would have been really sick. This is the explosion from the Guardian, and it had just struck that tree on the left side of the frame, and the Stalnox is chasing after me down this little path. Would have thought this shot was real magic, but the Stalnox, his arm's cut, his left foot is kind of cropped out a little bit. I kind of wish he was seemingly reacting to that explosion in some way, maybe. And the sky is gray and drab. There's really nothing all that exciting. I still like that shot, though, just for the timing on the explosion. That's interesting. And then here was our real good get of that situation. Guardian just about to blast me in the ass. Stalnox got his giant stogie, a.k.a. log, in his hand. And then you can just see Hyrule Castle behind them, just popping through that really atmospheric haze that's all flying around that area. I wish I could probably have composed. I wish the castle was on the right side of the frame just a little bit more, and then the main subjects, the two enemies, the Guardian and the Stalnox, if those guys were a little bit to the left side of the frame, a tiny, just to separate those elements just a little bit. They are stacked up. You might have noticed I'm not a big fan of the subjects in the frame stacking up too much next to each other. I talk about this a lot. Still love that shot though. Good combat shot. Like this shot of the gold Lynel just hanging out in that snow-covered field. It's really cool how you see those snowflakes falling, so it feels like it's actually snowing. Had this shot not had any of that snow, I don't think it would have been as cool. Add some cool texture on top of, it's like another layer of texture on the frame. And that golden Lynel just really pops out really well against that almost monochrome backdrop. This shot's pretty cool too, where he's just about pulling his bow to shoot me in the ass. Not bad. Kind of wish I tilted up just a little bit. A lot of negative foreground space that I would have split with the sky. Not bad though. Still like that shot. Ooh, this charging shot is great, dude. This is definitely one of the better ones of the day for sure. The lighting is so cool here. The lighting is great. The subject is fully contained within the frame. We have no weird protruding areas out of the frame anywhere. Did we never get an answer for how many bananas? Am I not going to get that? Am I really going to have to leave this stream and spend the next week just wondering about those bananas? I mean, I know I answered it because I said Donkey Kong, but that's fine. Yeah, I love this shot. Love this shot. Thank you, Paxmore. I like that shot. Again, this second shot, though, this one could have been just so rad. Oh, I needed to shoot like two to 3 milliseconds before, because that shadow is just getting cropped and his shield is getting cropped out. If I had all that framed properly, it would have felt like an even better version of this shot, actually, in my opinion. But they both have their merits. They both have their merits. So that's cool. We got this pretty sweet shot of this little broken archway with a red-tailed fox. Is that what they call those? Check out the fauna. It's a red-tailed fox. I want to say grassland fox. Whatever. They hunt animals smaller than themselves and often stick to eating fruit and insects. Very nice. Grassland fox standing next to those ruins with Feroche. Just chilling, flying over Lake Hylia and just about to approach Lake Hylia Bridge. Dueling peaks on the left side of the frame. Little towers kind of dotting the skyline behind. Very nice. So elusive, yes. The dragon's elusive, or the joke that I need answered now? I don't know. Feroche flying over Lake Hylia Bridge. I like this shot a lot, actually. That came out pretty cool. I will probably end up shooting again this type of thing again. Well, the Lake Hylia Bridge I love a lot, so probably gonna end up there from time to time. And there's our buddy dragon. See, now if the lighting on the bridge here, we have some lighting. It is flat. It's fairly flat here, but if the bridge was lit here, it would have felt a lot better, in my opinion. At least a little bit. You just lose it. It's all getting really lost in the just really low-key backdrop. But Feroche stands out really well. So that's cool. It's probably not the best dragon shot. I'll probably get another one. And then we had this other Feroche shot. Same as this, pretty similar to this one. I like them both. Again, they both have their merits and drawbacks. Like that shot, though. Keep that for now. This is a little shot of the moon, half moon, rising over dueling peaks. Save that for now. I'm not going to delete anything right now anyway, because we're going to review these at the beginning of the next stream, and then I will have a final decision. These Labyrinth shot came out real cool, in my opinion. That sunburst behind it, that was like the magic. That was like what we really needed to just like, whew. I did delete a lot of these while we were shooting, so we can't really compare anymore, but I think I like that first one. The edge of the wall on the left just riding the edge of the frame. Such a beautiful shot. Such a beautiful landscape right there. It's going to be tough for me to decide between these. I don't know. Maybe I like the second one. This wide didn't have the sunburst, but I like that wide too. And then here's where the sun was rising a little more atmosphere later as the sun rose, but I like this shot with the starburst. So those are going to be probably the keepers. One of those, I'm really going to try to keep like maybe like one or two of the best shots from each little scenario, because I don't have very much space here. And then maybe like with the first best like 30 shots or something, then maybe I'll try to do that thing where I download and create an album. It's just going to be so tedious. Maybe I'll do that like on a stream where we try to piece together the strips here that are going between those distortion lines. I'd love to see how that works. Anyway, beautiful shot of this labyrinth with Death Mountain in the background looking out towards what would be... We're looking right here through towards the Akala Sea. But what is this big ravine called? Nintendo, again, with your random items that don't have names. Some areas, it's like the densest amount of names in one spot. And then it's like this whole area, this whole ravine has nothing. There's no names. Deplian. That's right. I did have a shot of this great skeleton. We'll go shoot some of that stuff. Elden. So I'm going to call it. I will do your job for you, Nintendo, again. I'm going to call this the Elden Ravine. It's Elden Ravine up until like here, and then it's going to be like the Hebra Ravine. And then like maybe down here it becomes the Tabanthan Ravine. That's what I'm going to call it, because it's too difficult to come up with a name. Nintendo don't. More like Todd Howard, I'm going to blame on that one, of course. Todd, dude, you should have pulled some freaking strings and got him to name it. But yeah, we're looking that ravine, the Elden Ravine. We're looking down the Elden Ravine towards Death Mountain, out to the Akala Sea there. Very beautiful shot. That's like the sun rising up over the Akala Sea. Those, I will guarantee you one of these is going to be like a forever keeper in the album. Not sure which one yet, but we will figure that out. We will figure that at some point. And then we just did a nice little selfie because we're so proud of ourselves from where we shot that photo. So cool. Good shit. So, what was the best shot of the stream, though? What do we like the best? Huh. We got a few pretty cool ones. It's probably not going to be any of these, the Stalnox and the Guardian. As cool as they are, I mean, they are pretty freaking sweet. And they were difficult to get. I like the Lynel ones. But yeah, honestly, I think the one that's really standing out to me is one of these Starburst with the Labyrinth. I'll say executive decision. I think I like the second one with a little bit of breathing room on that bottom left corner to see the structure more. Here, you're getting a trap triangle territory with that nothingness on that bottom left corner that's really sucking your eye. Here, yeah, I think I like that one. Yeah, I'll say it's this one. Freaking love that shot. Wouldn't have minded like an animal or something, like standing on those rocks on the bottom right corner, something like right there breaking up that, but it's fine. It's fine. It looks really cool. So yeah, it's either going to be that one. I'd say it's that one. And then maybe this charging Lynel between those two. But I'll say this is the action shot. I did say my quota, I like to have trying to get like one good creature shot, enemy shot, and then one good structure shot. So like this will be our keeper best Lynel shot, action shot, creature shot. Although this charging one is so badass, dude. We're going to work on those. We're going to get more of those. And then the best structure shot is this guy with the nice starburst with Death Mountain in the background. Absolutely beautiful. And there you have it. There you have it. Wait. New follow here, and dude, this stream is so good. Oh, thank you so much, dude. I'm sorry I missed that. There's a lot to like about this game, and I love you appreciating its visual beauty. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I very much appreciate you saying that. If you're still here, I'm sorry if I missed. Sorry I missed that. It sucks that they really need a timestamp on the text. You know what I mean? Because I'd love to know how long ago did they say that? I have no idea. And I don't know what we were talking about because I don't know a reference for the timing. Was that like, I mean, I know that was pretty recent because it's the last thing in the chat, but anyway, thank you very much, Crazy Salt Man 99. I'd love to hear a story if, again, you're probably not here, but I'd love to hear the story behind that name, Crazy Salt Man. Unless it's like what I picture when I think of like a salt man, I just picture the guy from Home Alone that's going and salting the sidewalks. Some people say it's the body of his victims. That guy's freaking rad, dude. I'm not scared anymore. We're getting into Home Alone season here. I hope everyone's going to watch that because I might. Anyway, that's it for this stream. Let's save. Let us save because we haven't saved for a little bit. We'll open that album up just to have this up, even though you're not going to see it because I'm going to swap back to the cam mode. Son of a bitch. Yes. Thank you, redeemed. Yes. Yes. We did some good stuff. Okay. Good show. My bros, 90s movies themes abound. Yes. This is the place for 90s theme. Dude, Saltman, thank you so much for the kind words. You made my night, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm glad you enjoyed watching us do this. They're going to do a lot more cool stuff in this game. And then we're kind of prepping for Breath of the Wild 2. Kind of. I'm not sure if they're even going to have photo mode in that game. You're welcome. You are welcome. I really appreciate your kind words. Really, really, really uplifting. Really appreciate that. Made my night. You made my night, my friend. But I'm curious if they're going to have this same type of photo stuff. You know, maybe they'll listen to what we say here and add some cool photo stuff. You know, maybe Todd and Miyamoto will get together, you know, just like make some magic happen in both the games that we complain about. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot more of this cool stuff. I'm loving shooting in this game. We kind of just started doing this recently in Zelda, but it is amazing. It's pretty fun. It's really fun. It's actually extremely fun. There's always a lot of these random elements that pop up, adding to like a real time crunch to get the shots, which I love. I mean, that's what photography is getting all the elements together in the same spot at the same time in that exact moment, and it just ends up looking perfect. I'm sitting here looking at this last shot we took. Dude, let me just go back into that because I love that shot, dude. That is definitely the shot of the day. Yeah. Got a lot of games. Oh, yes. And there's so many photography games that are games to shoot photography in. This is just the beginning. We are at just the beginning of what we do. And I do plan on having yes. Thank you. Look at that horse. I'm going to do a whole like overview of a game once we're done. Like once I've shot and I've learned the ins and outs of what we can shoot and how we can shoot in the game, I do want to have a non-stream actual produced video that's describing the photography in this game. So like that's kind of what I've been working on is like we're going to do, at least for now, I have the photography in it'll just be called not faux. It'll say actual photography, not photography, but photography in Fallout 76, photography in Zelda Breath of the Wild, and then we can use what we've done here as reference points, and we can show off the work that we've created. But I like the idea of building that whole series of you know, photography in this game, photography in that game. So this is gonna be one of the first ones we do, Zelda. Again, we're kind of in the process of getting. I mean, I've pretty much figured it out at this point. I guess what we can do. Drink some water. Oh, I should drink water. Thank you, Streamlabs. I didn't bring my water in here with me. I'll drink it as soon as I wrap the stream, and then I will eat food. I'm nice and hungry. Yeah, all that cooking in here got me hungry, man. Hearty radish. But anyway, very much appreciate y'all being here and hanging out. I hope it was fun and entertaining. I liked how Saltman put it that we're, well, see you later. Yeah. I like that we're displaying the beauty of this game, and that's what I will always say. Yeah, thank you so much for coming, buddy. Oh yeah, socials. If you want to see more social stuff, I know I gotta get more stuff on the Instagram. Gotta do that. Gotta get it up to the gram. Because like none of the video game photography stuff is on there very much. There's like a couple Fallout things that are all silly. Meaning to do that. Thank you again all for being here. Really appreciate it. Oh yeah, again, I like how we're displaying the beauty of this game. It's hard for me to take credit as an artist doing this because this is all. I mean, there is obviously an extent to which I am making these images, but it doesn't feel the same as doing it in real life. Obviously. Because it's like, I mean, it's programmed to look really good all the time. Although you have seen also that there are different time periods that are better to shoot, lighting conditions that are better to shoot in, and recognizing those. It's the same way you'd recognize all of that for real life photography. So that is a really interesting aspect of it. But I am displaying, I like to say I'm displaying the beauty of this game and the designers of this game more than anything. How's it any different than going to some beautiful location? Yeah, no, you're right. It is. It just doesn't. Something about it feels a little like I'm cheating a little bit, just because it's like it's programmed and designed to look good at all angles in all conditions in a way. But again, like we said, there's different conditions that are bad to shoot in, and so we're recognized. There's a lot of. I'm not trying to put. I am putting myself down. Don't put yourself down. What am I doing? We're doing fun stuff. I love doing it. I'm definitely displaying the beauty of this game though, which is the point. Using our real life photography skills to accentuate the beauty that we have in this game. I love that. And I mean, in real life, it's the same thing. It's like I'm displaying the beauty and splendor of nature and architecture and the human body. When you do portraits and stuff. So it's, it's the same type of concept, but this game in particular is extremely beautiful. So much detail, so much little detail, and I'm learning more about the game as we're doing this, which is fun. I thought I had a lot of it down, but I'm learning some things as we go along. That's pretty fun. And yeah, I hope it is enjoyable to watch. I hope it teaches at least the way my mind works through creating an image, and what I'm seeing when I'm looking at these subjects and things like that. So I hope you can glean something educational off of this. Although again, I always like to stress that I'm not really trying to teach photography. Because I'd probably be doing a horrible job if that was really the goal. I don't know. Y'all tell me. But really fun to do. And I really hope you enjoyed it. We'll definitely do this again next Thursday. These are Thursdays, or Triforce Thursdays, I like to call it. So Thursdays are going to be our Zelda day. If you're going to be around tomorrow, we're definitely going to do Photography Friday and Fallout 76. That'll be fun. Our classic flinging. We didn't do any NPC flinging in here, did we? Not as easy in this game. But we will be doing NPC flinging tomorrow. Don't worry about that. We got nothing else this weekend, I don't think. Maybe I'll do something on Saturday. I didn't do anything else earlier in this week. And I kind of have the weekend off, in a sense. because my girlfriend is gonna be busy, so I can't do anything with her on Saturday. So maybe I'll do something on Saturday here. Maybe we'll see. Got distracted by the dragon. With the dragon, yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, tomorrow Photography Friday. If you're around, appreciate come checking it out if you like this kind of stuff. Again, if you're new to the stream and you like this kind of photography based stuff, great place to keep your eye trained on, because this is what we do here. Um, and as always, I will remind you to love yourself, love others, and love life. Don't lose your dinosaur. Be good. All that stuff. Again, really appreciate everybody being here. Love you all. Enjoy the rest of your evening. You deserve to enjoy your evening. Okay. Hope you get a chance to relax. Yeah, thank you all. Thank you all. Love you all. Very much appreciate you all. Goodbye. Peace. I'm always here for intro again. So now I pop the intro on. I'm learning, dude. I'm learning. Okay. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Thank you all. Love you all. All. What's a Drexel? All right, bye. Peace.